For this Wellness Wednesday, I'll be doing a new face mask brand, Holler and Glow Hydrating Fresh out of juice. So it's revitalizing clay face mask with watermelon extract. And that's my theme for this week. Before it was raspberry coconut, watermelon cranberry juice. And making sure that I keep my arm regimen going. I said I didn't want to get so bulky. I ended up getting one and then I had to get another one today because I thought it was going to be like a pair the first time I bought it. So now I just bought the other one. 3 pounds each. Doing my arm exercises. I do 11, 21, 31, and 5 sets because I'm not trying to really get that turtle neck shell, but I feel like it's already popping out. That's what I already see from my arm. So I'm gonna be easy with it. Just try to get the lower arm tone without gaining muscle. I need to lose the weight and not gain the muscle. Now it just converts directly to muscle. So I guess that's a good thing to see progress, but let me try to do that a little bit different and try to keep my caloric intake under 1,500 a day. So I'm restricting my starch to just bagels, but I'm still eating my veggie products with it and everything else that I like. I'm gonna do, well, I was gonna do brisk iced tea, but I'm just gonna really try to keep to my cranberry watermelon, and I'll see Friday afterwards to see if that's still a thing, and then brisk iced tea it. And Delgado, 1 cup of coffee every other day. For every day. So Delgado coffee, I will be trying that now that I have the samples. So let's see if that's going to end up in the Friday Faves and Finds edition. I'll tell you how I feel, update you. Yeah. Good morning. Thank you guys for signing back into N2 officially. Whew, I cannot wait today to just have my last bit of a Wednesday wellness in effect. Controversial treatment, not controversial in the manner in which I guess it's done, or just controversial in the way that it's just prevalent in conversation as to, do you really need surgery, or could this particular method or process be a better alternative? So that'll be a surprise. I'll tell you what it is. Stay tuned. Yeah. And this is definitely, like, I guess on the wellness spectrum for me, it's a little bit more, it overlaps with wellness and cosmetics, but on the wellness spectrum for me, it kind of just is a little bit more than, you know, just the normal spa things that I do. So I'm excited. I'm kind of just like hoping that it's something that I'm, you know, doing, not something that I'm just going to be like, oh, I could see why people would be addicted to. I'm really just like looking to have a good day, looking to keep my bit of, you know, my momentum as far as the wellness as time is proceeding. And I'm just looking to really just enjoy this experience and really just be more effective in conversations regarding any kind of cosmetics or any kind of like treatment as such as this, like keeping an open mind, but like just, you know, just knowing where I am and being firmly placed in my decisions, even as a participation or participating party in such conversations. You know, it's a sensitive topic for some. So, you know, I'll tell you my opinions later on in this video. Just to skim the surface, you know, as a not so well informed, but experiencing just a few, parts of this process to do this face mask so that I could actually continue even as things pick up and get a little bit more busier. So let's see how it goes for today. Wellness Wednesday in full effect. Yeah. So I'm here just waiting for my lift. They switch lifts so many times. I'm just kind of like, I'm used to just keeping my schedule and having that be that, leaving a little, buffer time, but they're just pushing me back a whole half an hour. And that's involving other people also outside of myself. So, yeah, I'm excited still. I'm wearing my scarf. You could check out my Etsy shop. It is in the description below. And yeah, I'm just ready to go. Waiting. Yeah. Oh, patience. Yeah, so in the meantime, I'm definitely just going to say exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a vacuum butt lift. Here's that for wellness, just like upkeep, maintenance, and all that stuff. The overall question and thoughts, giving recent, celebrity events and all of that. Like, hey, is it really necessary to have that be under the knife surgical procedure? Or is that something where now this method would be a preventative or at least like slow down natural processing, gravity, things must drop. But would this be an effective, upkeep method? Say you do this past a certain age and you do this for like regular maintenance, like skincare, let's say routinely, maybe once every season, every half of year, every 6 months, I don't know. They do have like several treatment packages. So I'm just going to try this just once, see if it's something that I'm going to be into, officially posting it to see if, anyone has had that same exact, wellness experience. And what say you? Should this be an actual surgical procedure, or is this an effective preventative measure before having to, feel like, under the knife is the only way to go for, that. I think it's still registered as a beauty cosmetic treatment, unless, some other tragic, unforeseen happenstance seems to occur. But yeah, I'm going to see exactly if this is something for me, because I've always had hips. Always had hips. But yeah, no matter what exercise, like if I start exercising anything in my lower body, the first thing that I lose is my butt. Like it has always been a thing since like middle school. I can't run without that being the first thing to go. So for me, it's like even with exercise treatment, would I think that this is an appropriate thing to fix and have stationed within my wellness routine? I guess as I'm just like proceeding older, like anything else, like I'm like herbal, holistics, therapeutics, anything that's, just kind of just like keeping me away from any other tragic or drastic, measure or, whatever, however I would see it on the scale. But would this be like something that I would factor into a holistic method? And also, would this somehow eventually be factored into overall healthcare? Because there's a lot of other, things as far as like mental health and all of that that's being covered by insurances and such. So would this slowly, sometime thereafter, be entertained as a method outside of cosmetics? These are concurrent discussions that are being had now, discussion that are kind of
discussions that are being floated around in the think tanks of health insurance, socialization, as far as, you know, I guess like the aging through process. What portion of it is cosmetics? What portion of it is leisure? And how should it be factored in, you know, economically as far as sustainability and overall wealth and being? So I'm going to try it today. Let's see how that goes as I wait to be carried away. Yeah, but this should be fun. I really do think this is, you know, outside of my regular spa, massage, and upkeep, and, you know, relaxation and therapeutics and holistics and such. So it's a little bit further along in the spectrum, and I'm sure I would be, you know, a further ring my aptitude trying to step out of my comfort zone, you know, and trying to see exactly what I would factor into my overall wellness concurrently and have that as routine. Switch in and switch out whatever things I wish as I go along the way. So yeah, might be something that I'm into officially. Maybe something that you're into officially also. Let's see. Check back in with y'all. So back from that treatment, still wearing my scarf. I just love how versatile it is. Like, you could really dress it up, dress it down, over the shoulder, almost like a tie, tuck it in. Has all the neat designs there. If you want to just have the green showing, if you want to have a bit of the yellow showing, and then right somewhere in the turquoise. You can't really go wrong with that there. So, versatility. I love it. So, Holler and Glow watermelon. Let's see. Because I have been using this turmeric face wash and also the Biore. So that would definitely end up on the faves and finds, the rose quartz and charcoal. And I've been pretty much actively washing my face for the past week, at least twice a week. So let's see how this thing goes. You know, just starting to actually really develop this regimen. But yeah, let's see this treatment. Yeah. So it has like the heating, cooling, compression, decompression. So you do feel like something is happening there where they're breaking down the fat cells. Then it's the cooling, you know, pretty much trying to really just round it about, smooth it out in the end. Yeah, so tightening, loosening. Yeah, so I do think that that treatment is actually way better as a preventative method, and for me right now, like preparing for spring and summer. Yeah, and as someone who does not have a quick metabolism, so just like actively really just like day by day working and not waiting until the end of it to tone down. So I'm really just like doing my 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 days out of the week exercises, and really trying to tone the arms as I go and not waiting till the very end of that, because it's like, what's the point? Tone as you go, tone as you go, tone as you go. So yeah. Now for Wellness Wednesday, the home facial. I would usually just do a real facial and really schedule facials at the end of winter, beginning of spring, because the winter does a doozy on me. For today, I think I'm doing pretty well. Put standard grease and the turmeric and charcoal rose quartz. So I think those are definitely going to end up on my faves and finds. Yeah, a little bit better as far as the pigmentation and the smoothing, because before it was, yeah. And for me to be back inside while the elements are there gracing my face, I think it's okay for an upkeep mechanism. So I definitely would work that into faves and finds on my edited video for this Friday evening. Yep. Wellness Wednesday. Let me continue with this.
Has a light fragrance. Kind of looks like clay or putty. But it's very smooth.
It doesn't have so much of a very pungent, very fruity smell. It's almost like the undertone of that. So clay mask. I guess we have to keep this on for. The recommended time is after 10 minutes. So for me, that means 20 minutes. This method here. So see, vacuum but with treatment. I would say that's something I would be into if I'm preparing for, you know, the warmer months. Overall, I give the experience a 9. I do think that it's catered towards more of cosmetics, but I do see why that would be a part of the overall like upkeep, to where maybe it would be a facet of like health maintenance. If you're just working out, how is it any different than, or much different than, the compression sleeve? Just to make sure that your muscle toning and everything else is like in place as you're going along and you're maintaining it. You know, so health-wise, it's aesthetic sometimes, you know, if you're going back to voluntary treatment for it, but then you see where or why there would be a reason for this, you know, for this particular health mechanism in toning and maintaining as you're like working out and keeping your blood pumping and your body is changing. So yeah, and I definitely do welcome this as a good preventative method or prior procedure before seriously entertaining surgery, if that's your choice. So I say do this. Why not? A lot of people do, you know, happen to entertain other methods besides surgery, and this is one of those methods that I would vouch for more so. Have these videos here so that I can refer back to it, knowing exactly what products worked best for me. I just find myself just really just not able to look back at the videos that I'm posting, but as I'm editing it, I'm just really just reviving and just reconnecting with exactly what products I, you know, just happened to stumble across and wanted to try and was so eager to try, and I kind of get a little bit more excited to try that product once it's available, because usually these products are so good and it's really cost efficient. So let me just wash this off. It dries within the 15-minute, 20-minute span. It requires 10 minutes, but 15-20 minutes it is for me. Definitely recommended for clay mask. All the excess is off. I guess that's why they say 10 minutes, but I am not going to be putting this clay mask on for 10 minutes at all. Double it up. Double the time. Don't worry, y'all. It's not going to be like another glue situation. Ain't no clay situation here. It's washing off. It's washing off. We getting there. We getting there. Pretty good. Yep. Fresh face.
So it's a good thing to just like do this maybe like once a week or once every other week. I would definitely do like the gel mask more often than like clay mask. Yeah. Okay. Takes out all the excess dirt and oil just for it to be revived within the next few hours. But it doesn't excessively dry it out. So I'm really feeling extremely like clean, and it's soft like right at the very surface of my skin. A little bit of a glow still resonating off the tip of my nose. Wellness Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. Bye now. And definitely take care of your wellness, oneness. Find something that you will be into officially. Yeah.